We're turning an old iMac into a $1,600 Apple display. In the last video, we did have to tear down by the cooling fan, the left speaker, the hard drive, the power supply, and we got to the webcam. Now we're going to turn our attention to the right speaker. We're going to take off these two screws, and then we'll take off the attached cables. So this guy's the same as the left speaker. We're going to get in here, push in, just be careful not to hit any of the components, like this. And there we go. Next, we're just going to take care of this little cable. It just pops off, so you're just going to get a spudger and pull it towards yourself. Like that. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, that all runs up here to the top. You just go up next to it, pop it off. Go up next to it, pop it off. So this is what's holding those guys in. Now we don't need to remove these. We're going to take everything out, but if we're going to salvage and sell all of this, we want to make sure we keep all these parts together, including the screws. Now doing screws like this that have been just hanging out for a long time, you want to push, give it a little force, slow, break it loose, and then you can do your spinnies. So we're going across the logic board and unscrewing all the screws that attach to it. Now there's one that you might miss that you really need to pay attention to, because this one doesn't even look like a screw, but it is. So pay attention to the hole that is right in the middle of the logic board. This is actually a screw point. So you want to make sure you have a long skinny screwdriver, and that way you can reach the back of the iMac case, because without this screw, you're not taking the logic board out. Now, one of the old hard drive brackets is actually a standoff, and it's a screw point. So this is a T25 Torx, and you can also use pliers to go ahead and twist this off. You can do either or. I recommend the T25, but it can be easier with pliers. And then we have some screws up here. Now, I think you can break loose, yeah, you can break loose the logic board. Now, this ribbon cable at the very bottom is very delicate, so be careful, but it does have a pull tab that you can just pull straight down, and it'll release out of that port. You see this heat sink? We have a screw right here, and then we have a screw here. Now, before you yank on the actual logic board itself, give it a little wiggle. Make sure you didn't miss any screws, because you'll feel the point in which it's attached to the actual case. But if it's free like mine is, you can start to pull upwards. And there's standoffs that are actually attached to the logic board. You can pull from there and then just wiggle it out. It'll be super simple. Just be careful when you're doing it.